Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the SmoovePlayz podcast. I'm Austin Custom Plays, joined by Dean, aka Mr. Smooth. And first things first, I want to apologize for last week. I know we were only able to get one video out because due to we had a lot of technical stuff going on, but hopefully everything's squared away now and we don't have to worry about that anymore. Um, Dean, how you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm ready to talk some ball. Like Austin said, we apologize. It's also a little tough. I work nights, Austin works today, so just sometimes hard to find a time, but we're gonna make this happen every single week from now on. We can guarantee that. So let's just dive into this game. We got San Francisco going to LA, Niners versus Rams.
Yep, Thursday night, prime time divisional battle and kicking it off week 5 with a bang. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We got the Rams at 8.5 point favorites, so this one might be a blowout. But let's talk about these Niners real quick because a lot of injuries on this Niners team. Dean, what do you got for the Niners?
A lot of injuries, but I mean, this is the NFL. Who's going to step up? I mean, it's got to be the next guy up, but I mean, their injury list is crazy. You're losing Kittle. Ayuk's already been out. No Pearsall, no Juwan Jennings, and obviously Nick Bosa's out for the year on defense.
Yeah.
So,
And then on top of that, Purdy's also
yeah,
out.
Brock, completely forgot about Brock Purdy, but that's because I'm on the Mac Jones can be the starting quarterback train. Um, so,
And
we'll,
all I'm gonna say about that is Mac Jones through his 2 weeks versus Brock Purdy's 2 weeks. Granted, Brock Purdy injured, not 100%. Mac Jones definitely operates this offense better.
so far, yeah, based off what they've shown this season, I agree with you. But it's all about who's going to step up on offense for the Niners. But also, let's be honest, this the engine to this team is Christian McCaffrey. So I think the Niners game plan on offense has to be get 23 the ball as much as we can. But on the contrary, I think this Rams defense is really going to lock in on stopping this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I think that this Rams defense is very good, and it's going to be hard for Sam Fran to definitely to run the ball, I think, effectively or efficiently with McCaffrey. Um, and like you said, next man up mentality. We got guys like Kendrick Bourne, MVS, Sky Moore, like these aren't like these are a bunch of guys that have been they've been in the league, right? You know, MVS and Sky Moore both have a Super Bowl with Kansas City. Um, Kendrick Bourne is actually coming. He has chemistry with Mac Jones already from New England, so you know these are guys that have been in the league still. So I don't think it's fair to say, oh, you're dealing with injuries. There's nobody that's going to be able to produce. I don't think that's completely fair to say. And this Niners defense, you know, minus Nick Bosa still has a lot of talent and they have a good they have shown that they have a good defense even without Nick Bosa, and obviously it's not going to be as to that same level, but I think that they can still go out there and perform. But I want to look at this Rams team too, Dean. What do you look at when you see the Rams? Because I know you're real high on the Rams.
I am high on the Rams. Well, first, I'll just mention that their defense, like that defensive line, is young and hungry and really good. And that's really the strong suit of their defense is that front seven. But let's talk about this offense. I mean, we know the offense is going to be good with Sean McVay at the helm, but Puka Nakua is probably through 4 weeks the front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. Him or Bijan, I
Yeah.
mean, I would guess.
I
Uh,
would honestly go a step further, and I would say that yes, Bijan is having a great year, but he's still not even touching what Puka has done
no,
so far
he's
through the
not.
year.
I agree. I think the odds would reflect Bijan being closer than the reality of the situation. I think Puka is dominating through four. I don't think he is. I mean, look at the numbers. And then that doesn't even include Devonta Adams on the other side, and then Kyron Williams in the backfield, who he's a solid running back. And then you got the old vet Matt Stafford, who really
Slinging that rock,
at this
baby.
stage in Matt Stafford's career, first of all, I don't mean that in a bad way. He can make any throw on the football field still, and it's awesome to watch. But all he has to be for this Rams team is just get the ball to 12, get the ball to 17. Um, and they're going to be efficient with McVay, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, this Rams team, I think they have one of the best offenses in the league. And with a guy like McVay calling the plays and his offensive scheme, I mean, that only adds to the talent that's actually out on the field. On top of that, you mentioned the defense. Yes, their defense is loaded. They have a top 10 defense in the NFL and they play like it. And that's why the Rams right now, a lot of rankings and stuff have them as like a top five power ranking team in the entire NFL, not just in the NFC. So yeah, the Rams are good early on and through the year. We'll see if they can keep that going, see if they can stay healthy. I did see something about Stafford being like he's like gonna be like 70% or something like that for like the rest of his career. Like he's never gonna be 100% just because like you said, he's an old vet. He's been banged up dang near his entire career. Like
Yeah.
and eventually that's gonna get to you. So and I believe it. I believe it. That's one of the things in the I think week one I mentioned talking about this Rams team is I was kind of worried that Matt Stafford wasn't gonna like he was gonna kind of regress and he just not be able to play to his potential because he's so banged up. But yeah, when Puka Nacua is having the year that he has, it just makes his job so much easier. Like just get the ball in his hands. He's gonna create space and get open, and you just gotta find him. So Puka Nacua, I think, is 100% needs to be the focal point for the Rams offensively. Try and get him as many shots as you can, and then if you're the Niners, you got to do everything you can to try and stop him, double him, triple him, whatever. But you can't because you got Tay Adams on the other side. But
Yeah.
it's like what are you supposed to do?
I was gonna say you can't do that with Tay Adams on the other side. And also the other thing I like about this Rams team is they have a deep threat with Tutu Atwell. We saw it last week with I think it was what 86-yard touchdown or
Yeah,
88
blown
touchdown.
coverage and Tutu Atwell just took full advantage.
And he's a speedster, and you know McVay's gonna be taking shots, especially whenever you got the arm of Matt Stafford, who can launch that thing. I'm just gonna go out and say it. I love the Rams in this game. And honestly, the spread's 8.5. It's a divisional game, so it's tough. I don't know if I'm gonna bet it. But I would lean towards Rams minus 8.5. But I'm definitely on the Rams to win the game.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the Rams to win this game as well. Um, but I'm gonna go the other route. I like San Fran to keep it close. I think that this Niners look divisional games. They're always like these divisional games are always going to be played hard, and I know it's in LA. I don't care because and all the injuries, like whatever. I think this San Fran team, they're still 3-1 despite all these injuries. And they're gonna go into LA looking like, hey, everybody's counting us out. But we don't like LA. They don't like us. Like we just gotta come in with a smash mouth attitude, punch them in the jaw and just be gritty at the end of the day. And so I think the Niners, if they can kind of go in with the right mindset, and I think they will they're going to play this Rams team hard, and I see this one actually being a really low scoring game. I see the Niners being able to limit this Rams offense to a degree, and it's just going to ultimately come down to can the Niners offense put together a couple drives where they can go down and get six, and if that's the case, I don't see this game being more than, I don't definitely don't see it more than a one possession game.
Yeah, no, I mean we know 8.5 points is a lot in the NFL, and it's divisional, like you said. I like the low scoring that you mentioned. Divisional game unders have been great so far this season. Um, but I don't know, man. I think the Rams are winning this game like 27-13. Like that's the exact score right there, 27-13 LA.
27-13. I'm gonna go. I mean, while we're throwing out exact scores, I'll go out and throw mine. I got again a low scoring one. I like 13 for the Niners, but I'm gonna say 17-13.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
like I said, I think this is gonna be low scoring, just a good old fashioned smash mouth game of football.
Okay. I it'll be very entertaining to watch. Let's see that. Let's be honest. If the Niners are going to keep it close, that's what it has to be.
All right, and then I'll let you. go ahead and do your thing real quick?
Yeah, we got to talk about a touchdown score. Um, I was looking at names and I can pick anyone on the Rams. That's too easy. I don't, you know me, I'm lurking for the value. I'm like an alligator just looking for his prey right over the water with his eyes, just waiting. I'm looking for the value.
Oh
And I'm
God.
actually going to go with with a former LA Ram and Demarcus Robinson going back to LA. He had 7 touchdowns last year for the Rams. I think Mac Jones is going to find him, whether it's late in the game when they're down, early in the game. Demarcus Robinson is my touchdown scorer.
All right. And yeah, you mentioned former Rams, so a little bit of a revenge game, and another guy that was on those Chiefs teams with Patrick Mahomes. So again, like these guys have been in the league. You never know. Um, but if I got this game being 13 to 17 and being as low scoring it is, I only see the Niners getting one touchdown. That guy that's gonna get the touchdown has to be Christian McCaffrey. And I know that's the safe pick, but quite frankly, I don't really care because it's Christian McCaffrey, and that dude, all that dude does is find the end zone. So I'm gonna be going with McCaffrey as my touchdown scorer. Hate me if you want. I don't care if it's a cheap, safe pick. He's finding the end zone. That's my pick. You got to deal with it.
I'm dealing with it, and I respect the pick.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much covers everything. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not, so that way you can stay tuned for our Sunday video, our Sunday slate, Sunday night, Monday night episodes that are going to be dropping later this weekend. And then also down in the comment section, let us know your thoughts on this game, who you're picking, and anything that you like that we said, anything that you feel like commenting, throw it down there. All right. But Dean, if you got nothing else, I got nothing else. So as always, we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.